Thank you so much for being here. Sorry that I'm a few minutes late here. Well, I'm a few minutes late and a few minutes early, depending on your take of it. I know we had scheduled this for 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern here on Thursday, but I was running a bit late, and so I said 8:30. But now we're 8:25, so now we're only 5 minutes. We're 5 minutes early. So I hope that you are enjoying your week so far. It's been a very strange week, hasn't it? It's been energetically been a little bit odd, but yeah, like weird time differences and things. But I keep thinking it's a different day. Like this odd feeling of peace that seems to be prevailing. So it's very, very interesting to me to see what's been going on energetically this week. But anyway, hope that you're keeping well. So this is a live. We go live twice a week here, and we are going to be doing rather three free 5-minute tea leaf readings here this evening. So if you are live, if you are joining this live right now, and if you are interested in having a quick tea leaf reading, then please hop into the chat and let me know, and we'll go ahead and I will read your tea leaves. In case you were wondering, my name is Sarah. I am a coffee drinking tea leaf reader. I do like some kinds of tea, but I really do love coffee. And I always say that the universe has a sense of humor because I read tea leaves, but I love coffee. I see some people in the chat. One second, let me just. Oh, Dragonfly, you're here. Hi, Dragonfly. Thanks so much for being here. Dragonfly is one of our beautiful mods. So big, huge thank you to you, Dragonfly, for all of your help and for being here. Teresa, you're here. You're back. Hi. On your way to the grocery store. Aw. And won't be able to. Oh, you're so sweet for even. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that your trip to the grocery store goes well. Are you going to buy some more of that caramel rooibos tea? Oh, okay. So here's the big question. For those of you who were not watching, the completely sides, like going random off side note here. If you were watching live on Monday night, you know that we had this really cool conversation with Teresa in the chat about potatoes. So Teresa, are you buying more potatoes tonight? Are you gonna make us like some potatoes with melted butter and potato salad? If so, please let me know. I'm gonna come over and I will, if that's okay. I'll not to be like weird stalker, but I'm happy. I will come over and I will help you eat your potato salad. Thank you so much, Teresa. You're making us some potatoes tonight. But thank you so much for being here as always, Rebecca. I hope I'm saying your name right there, Rebecca Eringa. Hope I'm saying your name right there. Hi, thanks so much for being here, Rebecca. So yes, my name is Sarah. We're going to be doing tea leaf readings this evening. So this is part of our weekly schedule where I go live. I always say like to say we because as far as I'm concerned, we're all doing this together. So we go live twice a week. Once on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that is for a look at the week ahead, general weekly tea leaf reading, as well as Thursday nights, case in point, at 8 p.m. Eastern. And this is where I offer viewer readings. Now, Monday was a little bit different because I was not able to go live last week. So to help make up for that is a little bit of an apology on my part. I offered 3 viewer readings as well as the weekly reading on Monday night. So that was a little bit of a longer live, but tonight is strictly just for readings. If you are, LOL, somewhat. Okay, thanks so much, Rebecca. Trying my best here. Trying my best here. So yeah, so tonight is the weekly, so not the weekly reading. Tonight is the viewer readings. So if you are watching and if you like to have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, please let me know in the chat. This is a goodwill gesture on my part, free of charge. So if you're interested in having a quick tea leaf reading, please let me know. For those of you who are in the chat, I know Dragonfly and Teresa, this is all old hat to you. You know this. Just as a quick reminder, I always like to say all the readings that I do offer are for entertainment purposes only. So again, please take what you will and leave what you don't. Big long disclaimer in the description box below, but I always like to say it too. So here we go. So if you're interested, please let me know in the chat, and essentially we will go from there. So we do cap it off at 3 readings per live. And the reason for that is it just, if we go longer than 3 people in a live, it just seems to go on a little bit too long. So we find like 3 is a pretty good number in terms of the live viewer readings. Yes, in case you're wondering, I'm sitting sideways still. Back injury is still present. So that's why I'm saying that. So thank you again so much for everyone, for all of your help and all of your support. A big, huge thank you to each and every one of you, because As of my last check, which was a few minutes right before we went live. Oh, wonderful, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I'll write your name down here. I believe we were at 496 subscribers, I think. I think that's right, isn't it? Isn't that right? 496. So we're so close to reaching that milestone of 500. So if you are watching this video, whether you're watching now live or in the replay, and you like my content, please do consider hitting that bell for future updates and hitting that subscribe button. I know these all sound really small, but the reason why all YouTube creators ask that for this, please and thank you, is it really just helps the algorithm. It helps to get our videos out there a little bit more. So thank you so much for all of your help and all of your support. So yeah, we got 4 new subscribers on the last live on Monday night. So thank you so much. We're so close. We just need 4 more and then we're at 500. And we need to do a party. We need to have some kind of party. We'll come up with some kind of celebration. So if you have any ideas, any special ideas that any ideas that we can use to have a really fun live event somehow online. We'll do a special live when we reach 500, just as a celebration. So please, thank you so much. Rebecca, perfect. So I have your name all written down here. So let's go ahead and get your tea leaves ready. And well, I'm just gonna reboil the water here. I always like to say, I always like to ask, just for sheer curiosity's sake, have you ever had a tea leaf reading or any kind of cup reading before? The reason why I do sometimes I just like to ask, it's for pure curiosity's sake. But I know some people have never had a tea leaf reading. Some people have had other kinds of cup readings, like Turkish coffee grain readings, which are amazing. That was my very first introduction to cup reading at all. I loved it. It was amazing. It was very accurate, in my opinion. Yeah, tea leaf reading is very unique. So it involves looking at images which are formed by tea leaves in a cup. They all mean different things. It can be literal, symbolic, and or both. And the way that I myself describe tea leaf reading is that it describes the qualities and or characteristics of events and or situations which are likely to occur. Big long phrase, but it's the most succinct way that I have discovered in my almost now 14 years of reading tea leaves that I can describe tea leaf reading. I do read chronologically. Quick reminder here. So Rebecca, just so that you know, the rim is the present situation. The sides are on the way. The base is more of the distant future. So now, on the way, and later. So timing is variable. That's a whole discussion. But timing is variable. But I will read your tea leaves, and you can have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading. My first reading. Oh, wonderful. Is this your first? You don't have to say if you don't want to, but it sounds like this is your first ever reading. So that's really fun. I always love reading. I always love reading for people. And I always love reading especially for people who've never had a reading before, because it's just so much fun. It's just such a fun experience to be on my end, for my own little part in it. I just find it so amazing to be part of it and to be like, oh, it's your first ever reading. Rebecca, sorry, whenever I get a new message that pops into the chat on my end, I have this little emoji thingy that blocks out part of the text. I'm always having to move things around on the screen just so I can read it. So that's what I'm doing here. Use my phone to stream, computer off to the side so I can actually see the chat. Extremely short-sighted here. Sorry, Rebecca. Yes, I'm Canadian, apologizing here consistently. True stereotype. Thank you so much for this wonderful. Oh, you're so welcome, Rebecca. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So I have your leaves in your cup here right now. And I'm going to be getting your cup ready at this moment in time. There's Jack. Oh, there's Linda. Hi, Linda. Okay, so Linda, meet Rebecca. Rebecca, meet Linda. Linda is a resident note taker for the weekly tea leaf readings. She does it so well. So thank you so much. And please feel free, Rebecca, to chat back and forth amongst everyone in the chat should you feel comfortable doing so. Everyone here is really awesome. And we have Dragonfly in the house. So a big, huge round of applause and a big, huge thank you to Dragonfly, because I could not do this without you. She's our beautiful moderator and just make sure that the chat is tickly boo and runs beautifully in the background, and allows me to be able to do this because it's extremely difficult to do the readings and also monitor the chat at the same time. So thank you. It's my first tea leaf reading. Oh, awesome. I have gotten a card. Oh, awesome. That's amazing. So you can even think of tea leaf reading as cards in a cup. Tarot cards or oracle cards, angel cards in a cup. Similar to that. Everyone reads completely differently. I know I always go into teaching mode, I know, but it's just that I always like people to be aware of when they're having a tea leaf reading and what it's like. That's awesome. Different people read differently. That's the thing. I don't like the word subjective, but in a way it kind of is because everyone reads differently. I read chronological. I just do. And different images have different meanings and vice versa to different people. So you never really know what's going to come up in the tea leaf reading. But it does not from me. It's from the boss. I always like to affectionately like to say it comes from the boss, Divine Source Creator. Yeah, these readings really are like a taste test, bit of a shameless plug here, but these really are a taste test of what a tea leaf reading is like. The shortest amount of time that I do offer tea leaf readings for private reading are 15, like 15 minutes. And you'll probably see why when I start your tea leaf reading. It's because that way I can offer you, in my opinion, for a 15-minute reading. That's the least amount of time. That way I can offer you the best. This really is like a taste test of what a tea leaf reading is like, but still, it's really fun. It's a quick little check-in, and you can have a nice little reading. Okay, so now I have your tea ready. I'm just going to swirl it a few times. And while I'm thinking of it, Dragonfly, would you be able or be so kind as to please put my email that came out wrong, email address into the chat, please? That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. So Rebecca, the reason why I'm asking Dragonfly that is so that if you are interested in having pictures of your tea leaves, please email me and I will send them over to you. I typically take about 3. If you like to have pictures of your tea leaf reading, then I take about 3 of them and I email them over to you just for your reference. It's something that I like to do just so that you can like see what the tea leaves are. Background noise here. I'm just pushing the leaves back down into your cup. I have not been posting as many YouTube shorts recently. I've had a lot on the go the past couple weeks, but one that I did post, I actually found it was kind of funny. I did post it a little while ago, maybe a month or so ago, was I just use whatever I have to push leaves down in the cup. I almost always forget a spoon, so I'm just using cosmetics here to push real life. Thank you so much, Dragonfly. So Rebecca, there's my email address. Dragonfly sweetly put it into the chat. So please feel free to email me there and I will send your leaves over if you would like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves. No worries. Just checking the consistency one more time of your tea leaves. Okay. That's good. Okay, my phone is quite tilted. Thank you. My phone is quite tilted. I assure you I'm holding this very straight. 1, 2, 3, flip. Yes, it didn't spill. Okay, now I'm going to turn or rotate your mug 3 times. I'm doing it sort of off camera here, but I am turning it around 3 times, 3 or 4 times, sunwise, clockwise, always clockwise, energetically clockwise or sunwise, and forces. So, quick side note there. Yes, I'm a Leo with a hair. I can't help it. I go into teaching mode very easily. There you go. Go. Myself and Crons. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Me, myself, and Crons? Crons? Am I saying your name right there? Oh no, your hair is pretty. Well, thank you very much. Very much a Leo with the mane of hair. So for those of you who are old hat here in the chat, you know about Bree. Bree is our little lab. She's 3 years old, and we've taken her to the beach we take her to the beach like every day anyway, but she has been having a ball at the beach the past few days. She's having so much fun. Just allowing any excess liquid to strain out of your cup there, Rebecca. And please feel free you're welcome to put confirmations into the chat or not. It's completely up to you. The less that I know, the better, to be honest, and that way I am as objective as possible. Okay, here we go. So we are going to aim for about a 5-minute reading, Rebecca. Yes, I had a back in. Oh, I got a back injury about 2 months ago, and I'm still a little sore. So hence me sitting sideways and shifting around a little bit in my chair. But okay, here we go, Rebecca. So I hope that you enjoy your first ever tea leaf reading. How cool is it that we're doing it here live on YouTube? So please feel free to email me. My email address is in the chat. Dragonfly again sweetly put it in there. So thank you so much, Dragonfly. And I will send them over to you, pictures of your tea leaf reading should you wish to. And here we go. Okay. I always like to check. So I always like to check the rim first because that is the present situation. Tilt this for my ring light. My ring light has been acting up a little bit. It's been pretty wobbly the past few days. Just changing the angle there a little bit. But I hope that's okay there. Okay. So it looks like looks like for the most part, things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a bit more. I would say this is like generally speaking across the board, whether this pertains to a certain specific situation or just generally speaking. But again, it's overall calm and clear and quiet, and or we want things to get moving a little bit more. Thank you so much, Rebecca. You're so sweet. It does look like something is going to be changing. Well, this is a layout that I do often see, where I frequently do see. So it looks like even though, like, despite the fact that things may seem kind of like quiet, we want things to get moving and maybe a little bit more. Overall, it looks like that is totally going to be the case, where we do have a main event or situation taking place in here. It is a layout that we do often see. It is comprising approximately a quarter of your cup. So it is fairly significant. This main event or situation is like the main focus, the main hub of your reading, the main like message. But we'll look into that in 1 second. So overall right now, yeah, it's pretty calm and quiet. It will be changing though imminently. There's like one thing taking place. It's almost ready to take place now. I would say it actually has 2 different parts. Or yeah, it's like there's 2 different parts or 2 different things, and they're just about ready to happen. Just about. And again, entertainment purposes only. Now, that specifically is in regards to, I would say, that those 2 parts lead to the rest of your cup around the sides. So in other words, aside from this main event or situation, generally speaking, you do have 1, 2, 3 smaller other events or scenarios taking place in the upcoming time. They are nowhere near as significant as the main event. Just saying this in case it may make sense to you or resonate with you. But one of them specifically, totally, I would say, involves the qualities and or characteristics or aspects of unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, complete protection. Like, I firmly believe we have divine protection anyway. I'm not saying like, oh, we're in danger. I'm just saying like those qualities are completely present. And that involves forward movement, person, place, or thing with the letter S that's involved. It's possible there may be a Leo connection involved with that, maybe, and as well as property in some way, shape, or form. A little bit of a nuance of a property, some kind of small property connection in some way, shape, or form. Actually, yes, at least once, if not twice. Actually, 3 times. There's 3 involved in that scenario. So it's a very safe situation. There is reassurance regarding that, and that involves you receiving a lot of good things, and like significantly. Yeah. I would say overall, just a reminder here to pace yourself as well. Get anything that you need to get done, so you're not being pulled off in many areas or being too distracted as time continues on, so that way you can also focus on the main event or situation, which is mostly comprised of a combination of knowing where you stand and yet you don't at the same time, like clarity as well, and also conversations, thoughts, ideas, words, things up in the air. It's still to be decided upon, essentially. That is the case for this entire main eventer situation, which flows into the base beautifully. And in the base, just more of the distant future. It's almost like whatever is going on now leads to whatever is in the base. Whatever is in the base is a little bit more almost significant or important, or pick your word. That it's almost like whatever is taking place now is helping to ready you, or helping you to be, is readying you in a sense, helping you to get ready, helping you to get prepared for this main eventer situation that's taking place in the base. Abundance and prosperity, which is beautifully forming. There's a lot of definitely a lot of surprises involved with that. Working with other people, like working with multiple people, and things taking place beautifully. As of now, as of later, things are taking form beautifully. Again, with this unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, and protection, which is present. Forward movement, reassurance, communications regarding the house and home, homeland, or family. Again, this is all in the base. Yeah. And a bit of a reminder here that you can, it's almost like you're ready and you were able to get anything that you need to get done. It's like you have everything, all the tools, all the knowledge, everything that you need to do to get that one thing accomplished and completed. And all you have to do is just go ahead and do it, should you wish to. So anyway, looks like you're all ready and set to go. Like things are progressing very, very nicely. So I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading there. It's very interesting. I always say that. I'm always interested to see what's in the leaves, but it looks quite good. But yeah, definitely for this main eventer situation, and there's a lot of like clarity, knowing where you stand, and yet you don't at the same time. That totally is the case with a lot of thoughts, a lot of conversations, and like things still just being decided upon and up in the air a little bit. But a lot of helpful people though too. A lot of forward movement in the short term, or upcoming in time, I should say more accurately. And also the letter M and or B, person, place, or thing as well, and that's in the upcoming time as well. So hope that you enjoyed your quick tea leaf reading there, Rebecca. So thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to read for you. So now you've had your first ever tea leaf reading. Interesting things. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Tea leaf reading is very interesting in my opinion. You never know what is going to appear in the tea leaves. You never know what, no two cups are ever the same. So I'm always curious to see what does appear in the tea leaves for that reason. It's sort of like a tarot deck where, but unlike tarot, you know exactly what is going to, like, you know that you have set cards that will be drawn out of the deck. With tea leaf reading, it kind of really isn't always like that. You never really know what the layout's going to be or what images are going to form. So it's always a new reading every single time. So Rebecca, hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. And right now, for anyone else who is watching live, we have 2 more spots. So if you are interested to have, or if you would like to have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, then please let me know in the chat. This is something that we like to do. I say we, because as far as I'm concerned, we're all doing this together. And please let me know. So we have another 2 spots. So if you'd like to have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, please let me know. Okay, let me look here. Let me get up in the chat. Me, myself, and Kronz. Am I saying your name correctly? Me, myself? Oh, perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let me just write your name down here. I write your name down, and I put it beside the cup. So I know whose cup belongs to who. Okay, so me, myself. Awesome. Just going to reboil the water here in the background. Ah, lots of love from India. Thank you so much. Rebecca, thank you. It helps out with the direction of my life at this moment. Needed to hear something. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Well, I can only take a little bit of credit because it comes from the boss. But thank you so much. I'm so happy that helped. I'm really happy that it did. And like any other kind of reading or any other kind of divination tool, in my opinion, readings are always meant to help but heal, never to hurt or harm. They're meant to like help, offer insight, guidance, reassurance, whatever it is that we need to receive from it. So I'm so happy that you enjoyed your reading there. Yeah, that warms my heart. Thank you so much. Aw. Aw, thank you so much. So I'm just getting the water ready here in the background for you. Me, myself. Awesome name. So let me get yourself set up here. So have you ever had a tea leaf reading, me, myself? Or is this your first ever time having any kind of cup reading? Again, I know I've said this before, but I find most often people who have had cup readings, and most oftentimes it is like Turkish coffee grains, like a Turkish coffee reading, which is awesome. I mean, tasseography, tasseomancy, tasseology, all three words or phrase, or all three like words reference tea leaf reading, but it actually comes from the French root word or the Arabic word tas or tassa, which means like cup. So cup reading. So have you ever had a tea leaf reading, me, myself? I'm always curious. You don't have to say if you don't want to. I'm just curious. So we'll see what comes up in the tea leaves for you. Hope that you enjoy your reading. Dragonfly did kindly put my email address into the chat earlier. So if you would like me, sorry, pardon me. So if you would like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, please just send me a quick email and I will send them over to you. I always like to offer that in case anyone is ever interested in seeing their own tea leaves after having a reading here. So please let me know. Oh, thank you so much, Dragonfly. I see here she's on it. Thank you. So please send me a quick email if you want me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, and I will get them over to you. Just going to get your cup ready. So I have your leaves in here. I have your hot water in here. I'm going to swirl your cup around me myself. Okay. Just going to push the leaves back down into the cup here. This will be my first, your first ever cup reading, tea leaf reading. That's awesome. Well, I hope that you also enjoy your tea leaf reading. These are all really like truly not a sales plug here, but truly these are like a taste test of a tea leaf reading. Again, the shortest amount of time that I offer for private readings is 15 minutes, and you can kind of see why for a 5-minute tea leaf reading. But I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading and that you get whatever you need to receive from it. You enjoy the experience. It's really fun. It's very interesting. You never know what's going to come up in the tea leaves. I've never seen anything bad or negative or scary or anything like that. To me, it's all information, and it's all like providing insight as to upcoming possible future events. It's really a fun divination tool. And it is interesting because I find like people don't, it's not a very well-known divination tool either. The main comment I usually get is, oh, like in Harry Potter, is there Grim in the Cup? I'm like, no, I've never seen a Grim in the Cup. No. But usually it's an older female member of the family, in my opinion, and from my experience too, like from research, but also from people whom I've spoken with over the years. Often it's older family members and the older female members of the family who read tea leaves or have read tea leaves. It's really cool. Very, very unique divination tool, and very well accepted too. Like, it's very interesting. It's kind of contrary because it's not always a very well known divination tool, but it is also very well accepted. Very interesting. Well, I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading, me myself. Just checking the consistency of the tea leaves. That's what I'm doing right now. Looks good to me. Okay, my camera is, again, my phone is quite tilted, but I promise you it's straight. 1, 2, 3, flip. Oh, sorry. I'll be sorry here. Okay, I'm going to turn your cup 3 or 4 times clockwise. Everyone is being so lovely in the chat, so thank you so much, everyone, for being so kind. As always, always have the best people here. There we go. Just allowing your cup to drain any excess liquid, and this prevents any pooling in the base. Again, this is sort of like the way that tea leaf reading is. Different people read differently. People prepare cups differently. It's almost a very unique divination tool that is also unique to the individual who's who's like doing the reading. It's very interesting. Okay. Just being careful to avoid the tea leaves that are in here. There we go. This is usually when I go kind of quiet. And you're, of course, welcome to say or not say any validations in the chat. It's completely up to you. I hope that you enjoy your first ever tea leaf reading. So exciting. Again, always exciting. It's always exciting to me. It's always fun to me when I read for someone like for the very first time, especially like for a tea leaf reading, and they could have never had one before ever. It's really fun. It's really fun. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very sweet. So are you. Okay, so we're going to aim for about 5 minutes as always. 8:56, perfect Eastern time anyway. Okay, here we go. So entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will, leave what you don't. Big long disclaimer in the description box below. And here we go. Ooh, you are very busy, I would say, me myself. Looks like you're very busy right at the moment in time. Lots going on. I won't even bother counting them, to be honest, but you have a lot on your plate right now, I would say. And it's like even much like with the previous reading, it's like there's definitely are things taking place right now that are, but there's many more things that are just like imminently ready to happen. It's like there's a few different things all happening that are all related, or that I would say are likely are all related and are ready to take place imminently, in addition to what's taking place right now. Aside from that whole scenario, though, you do have one main event or situation taking place right now, I would say, where things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. This is in one main area, which would be more significant or more important or more relevant, pick your word, than the other ones. So, for example, you have like 1 gold, but say 3 silver and several bronze. That kind of situation. Okay. It's one busy cup. Okay, so this is again a layout that we do often see where you do have one main event or situation taking place. Again, it's about 1/4 of the cup. It's almost 1/3 of the cup. Hang on. Oh, hang on, we have a little bit of liquid in the base. Just found it. 1 second. 1 second. Just very particular here. This is something that came to me many years ago. I was doing group tea leaf reading at the time. Like, how do I strain effectively? And it came to me. Use tissues. I'm like, oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. I would say your main event or situation is actually closer to 1/3 of the cup, so it is again quite significant. Definitely busy. Not. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that confirmation. I definitely like to be as objective as possible, but I do enjoy hearing about validations. Thank you so much. In addition to this main event or situation, wow, yeah, you were definitely busy. There's a short-term event taking place that is related to, remember at the beginning when I first was looking at your cup, and there's like several different events or situations taking place right now that are all related, and it's really busy. It's related to that. So that scenario does lead to a short-term event that actually has like 2 parts centered to it. It leads to the first part, and then the second part happens afterwards. But hopefully this helps you a little bit by me saying that you have happy faces in here. So it looks like a positive scenario, a little bit of a glass half full perception scenario there. But generally speaking, I'm seeing 2 large happy faces. So it does look like it's going to be a good situation overall. There's communication between 2 individuals. I would say it's maybe by phone, but a little bit of distance, like by phone or a video call or whatever. It's not like in-person communication necessarily. Okay. A lot of helpful people involved in that entire scenario. some thoughts, ideas, conversations, words. No, there actually may be a little bit of money, possibly, that is involved that connects those two parts together, as well as stability, a little bit unconventionally so as well. So unconventional stability is a word that I often use, and that means, for example, you paint boxes, sell them online, and make money. Unconventional stability. Okay. Let's look at your main event or situation before we do. I would say to use the quiet time that you do have coming up, which is in regards to especially one main scenario in the approaching time, to help prepare you to be as productive as for you to be as productive as possible. So not being pulled off in like 10 different directions later on, so that you are as best as prepared, as well as prepared as possible for later on in the cup. Because it does look like you're going to be pretty busy as well, continuing on for the foreseeable future. Yeah. So let's look at your main event or situation. The main focus, the main core, the main hub, the main part of that whole main event or situation does or is comprised of some surprises as well as some clarity. Kind of that kind of scenarios. But you do have a lot of conversations, thoughts, and words also taking place, things being decided upon as well in that whole entire scenario. Letter L, person, place, or thing. Absolutely, I'm being shown, like I'm seeing that here at least twice, actually at least 3 times. Also letter C and U, and that specifically is regards to communications, likely about the home end or family as well. As well as creative projects, new creative ventures, forward movement, triumphantness, feeling really good and positive, forward movement. Yeah. At the beginning of it, there's a lot of reassurance. It's also being presented in here. So kind of, I'm not telling you what to do. I don't do that with readings. That's not my place as far as I'm concerned. But it looks like it starts off very, very well. There's a little bit of a quiet time between now and the whole main event situation taking place, but yeah, looks to be very, very positive. Then it flows into the base. It looks like you're going to be having a trip coming up soon, or later on, actually. Now, if it is on a trip, then it's referencing an event or situation. And then in the base, you do have one main part of it that's like that is also like the main focus, the main hub, the main core of that entire scenario. And aside from that, which is a big surprise, essentially, a lot more conversations, words, ideas, and things up in the air, but working with a lot of helpful people too. Looks, again, I know I always say it, it's always true. So interesting. So I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. My goodness, a lot of forward movement, a lot of progression from what I'm seeing in here for you in the upcoming time. A lot of reassurance is being shown in here as well. So I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. Just getting caught up here in the chat. Dreamy for life. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Raneem, oh, you're a new you're a new sub. Thank you so much for being a new subscriber. I so appreciate that. I really, really do. We are so close to making that 500 subscriber mark. I don't know if we're at it right now. I'm not even paying attention to that at the moment, but thank you so much. I'm not even looking at the numbers right now, but thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I hope that you're enjoying the lives. Miss Fiji, you are back from the Netherlands. I'd love to visit the Netherlands. Sounds like and looks like such a beautiful, beautiful country. I'd love to go there. I've been to the UK before, but not the Netherlands. Beautiful there. Can't wait to go. Me myself, no, LOL. No, I don't want to be busy. It is. It does look very, very positive. It truly does. It really does. It's all positive. Yeah, there's a lot of good things on the way for you. So I would just, yeah, you have some time, I would say, from what I'm seeing, to pace yourself a little bit. So hopefully that's like some consolation, as opposed to the busyness that you have. Dragonfly, no worries. You run. You go and do what you need. Go do what you need to do. Everyone, big round of applause and huge thank you to Dragonfly as always. She is our like beautiful, beautiful mod, and we just appreciate her so much. I love you, Dragonfly. Thank you so much. Have an amazing, amazing night. Thank you so much. Night, night, Dragonfly. Have a good night. Thanks for all your help. That's amazing. Oh, thank you so much for me, myself. I'm glad that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. Again, I have your leaves here. Please send me a quick email if you want me to send you pictures of your tea leaf reading. I'll put my email address back in the chat. Please just take out, obviously, the spaces that are in there. And I'll send your pictures over to you if you want me to send you pictures. Always recall. Miss Fiji, yeah, it's definitely good to. Well, it's so sweet that you're here. Thank you so much for making the time to come in. That's awesome. Yes, it did send an email. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm not seeing notifications on my phone whenever I go live. I hardly ever see anything pop up. I am on Telegram, so I have an account there, so I'll see that pop up. But I didn't see an email come in yet, but I'm sure it's there. So thank you so much. I'll send them over to you after the live. I for sure will. Thank you so much. Well, everyone, now we have one spot left. So if you are watching this live and if you would like me to read your tea leaves for you, have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading as a taste test of a tea leaf reading, please let us know in the chat. For me, I'm all ready and set to go. I will boil the water again one more time. So if you're watching this live and like to have a quick tea leaf reading, please let me know. Hop into the chat and let us know. And thank you again so much for being here. That's awesome. So how is everyone doing so far? We're all hanging out well. Are you ready for this weekend? Crazy energies. Let's see. And if anyone has any ideas about how we can celebrate reaching 500 subs, please let me know. Whether you're live now, let me know in the chat, or if you're watching this on a replay, please let me know in the comment section below. I would absolutely love to hear all of your ideas of how we can celebrate, do a special live. Please let me know your ideas. I'd love to hear them because this is so cool that we're almost at 500. We're so close. I was posting a lot of shorts, like I said, a couple weeks ago. Like I stopped a couple weeks ago. I have just a lot on the go right now, but I'm looking forward to doing that a little bit more of that soon too. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's just so much fun to be back live. For most of March, part of April too, but for most of March, I just wasn't able to go live. I just was not physically able to do it. And I was really missing everyone. I was really missing going live. So it's so much fun to be back here again. And now we're sort of getting caught back up to our normal schedule. So it's really, really fun. Linda! Linda's our resident note taker on the Monday lives, just in case anyone's watching and doesn't know that. Linda. Awesome, of course. Yeah, well, it looks like you're the only taker right now, Linda. So if you'd like to have a reading, no problem. Let's do that then. Let me get your tea ready here. Yeah, I think it's you, Linda, because I don't think anyone else is expressing any interest, which is completely fine. Yeah, okay. Sounds like it's all yours, Linda. Yay! Okay, let's get your leaves ready. Okay, I'm just gonna swirl them around here. As you can see, this is why we cap it off at 3. The lives on Thursday evenings here, they typically are about an hour. And by the time that we factor in the getting on the live and allowing people to hop on and hopefully receive the notification. That's the whole topic we will not get into. Hopefully they are getting notifications. There we go. And the time in between and getting the cup set up, you can see how long it takes. But it's just fun to be back here, and it looks like everyone's enjoying their readings. Me myself. Oh, that's awesome. See, this is what I mean. Like in the chat here, honestly, the best people are always here. I mean, yes, if we get spams, bots, I take that as a compliment. It's been very, very clean tonight, which is awesome. But sometimes we do get that. I take it as a compliment. Okay. I take it as a compliment. But no, aside from those spammy bots and trolls or whatever, the best people are always here. And I love how you always communicate, like chat back and forth until such time that we can hang out together in the same room at the same time. This is the next best thing. So do you have an Instagram? Oh, thank you so much. And do I have an Instagram? I am on Instagram. I do have an account. However, I hardly ever use it. If anything, actually, I'm on, I don't know if I can say that, the platform here. I am on TikTok. I am on there more frequently now, but Instagram, I have an account. I hardly ever use it. There's only so many social media accounts I find that you can post to in terms of like your busy schedules and things that we all have. So I focus on YouTube and TikTok. That's my current focus right now. So yes, I do have one, but I hardly ever use it. Okay. So Linda, we're going to go ahead and read your tea leaves right now. There we go. And as always, entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will, leave what you don't. Please feel free to say or not say anything that you wish to in the chat, Linda, as always. Helps keep me as objective as possible. Turn your cup around here a few times. There we go. Let's let the tea leaves strain out a little bit more. And then we will read your tea leaves, and then we're going to call it a night. And I'm going to aim to have this replay posted tomorrow. I know I was definitely late in getting the replay up from Monday, but I will aim to have this posted for everyone tomorrow. And I always aim for the day after the live because we do go live at nighttime. Like it's here in the Eastern time zone, it's like 9:15. Like it's 9:15. So in the evening. So it's a little bit late, I find, to post like replays. That's just my opinion anyway. That's just my thought. So I will aim to have this replay posted tomorrow, likely in the early afternoon. And I will be scheduling next week's lives as well, likely tonight, if not tomorrow. So you can always look for those lives in the live tab here on my YouTube. And they will be scheduled, like I said, for next week. So that will be Monday and Thursday of next week. If anything ever changes for any reason, if I'm not able to go live, or even if I am confirming that I will go live, I always post in my community tab before I do, obviously, again, go live, just to confirm if I can or cannot. I usually do that like a couple hours before the reading. Yes, me myself. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I've had some issues with the algorithm. We won't go into that conversation. Fluctuating counts. But anyways, yeah, for sure. I agree with you. I haven't had the fluctuating counts for a while of the, yeah, we won't go into that conversation. But yes, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. Thanks, Miss Fiji. That's okay. Thank you. Miss Fiji, it's 3:12 a.m. Friday morning Dutch time. You're up at 3:12 in the morning in the Netherlands watching a girl read tea leaves from Southern Ontario, Canada. You are so sweet, and that is just so cool, isn't it? So much fun. So much fun. I love it. 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 Okay. Well, then. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to start your reading right now, Linda. So I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading. Again, as always, entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will, leave what you don't. Okay, Linda. So it looks like you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks like you have two main events or situations taking place right now where things are calm and clear and quiet and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more, as well as one much smaller event or situation taking place. Another busy cup. Your main event or situation is comprising almost half of the cup. So it is, again, like it's very significant. You also have, like me myself had, a small event or situation in the short term taking place. Yours is, again, very much in the short term. Rephrase. There's either three individual parts to it, or it's one event or situation comprised of three parts. Most likely there's three different individual scenarios, situations taking place very, very soon. Again, very short term, but they precede three other events or situations, actually two events or situations in the upcoming time. Time is very variable, kind of hard to determine sometimes in tea leaf reading. Don't know if you're thinking of moving or not, but there's certainly a large property connection that is related or part of another scenario, another event or situation taking place. It's nowhere near as important or significant as the main one. I'm just saying this in case it may resonate with you and or may apply to you in some way, shape, or form. It looks like it's a good scenario. There may be a small conclusion that is regarding this, and there's a letter I, person, place, or thing. I know your name is Linda, so it could be referencing you. There's also likely could be that and or another individual, but this is likely regarding a someone, like a human being. And there's unconventional stability that's also involved, as well as positive change regarding that. Maybe a little bit of money possibly involved in that overall scenario. There's actually two small conclusions taking place, one a little more important than the other. But it all leads to a scenario that is related to the main event and is also related to another event or scenario taking place that starts to take place in the shorter, like in the next little while, that continues on. So a lot of that is a lot of things like up in the air, conversations, ideas, thoughts, words, things along those lines. Now, the main event or situation improves, that's not the right word, gains importance as time and events unfold. In the short term, it looks like it's going to take place very, extremely soon. There is a new idea, a new thought, a conversation, a new opportunity that is being contemplated in the short term. There are likely 5 parts to it, 3 to start and then 5. Overall, the main event or situation, the main part of it is, again, a lot of clarity, but also, again, another theme, a lot of clarity, yes, but a lot of surprises too. Aside from that main scenario that does involve change and forward movement, forward progression, like forward movement, there is conversations, thoughts, words, ideas taking place as well. Again, letter S, being present, person, place, or thing. Again, positive changes also taking place, likely involving a helpful individual in a partnership that involves likely 2 people. Okay. Letter E, helpful individual, angelic help, essentially. Going into the base, more of the distant future. You have one main event or scenario, specifically, that's like the main focus of it. But I would say in the short term, to get anything that you need to get done, so you're prepared as possible for later, because it looks like it's going to be quite busy for you. It's a loving and harmonious scenario, an open communication between 2 individuals specifically, possibly as well as a third. Letter M, person, place, or thing. And happiness, jubilation, forward movement, celebrations. That is your tea leaf reading. So Linda, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. Well, everyone, we did it. We did it. Okay, I'm just checking messages. Now I can put my laptop up here and read more on screen than before. Okay, so let me get caught up here. Aw, a lovely reading. Aw, thank you so much for making me myself. I can not take much credits from the boss. But awesome. That's so much. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Linda. Thanks so much again for being here and for all of your support. Well, everyone, thank you so much again for hanging out here. I really appreciate it. S. Whisk. I'm hoping I'm saying your name correctly. My apologies if I am not. Such a gift. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great weekend too. I hope I'm saying your name again. I hope I'm saying your name correctly right there. S. Whisk. Is that how I'm saying? Is that your name? Thank you so much. Hope you have an amazing weekend as well. Miss Fiji. Thank you. And take good care of yourself and enjoy. And I know that you're up super, super early. So I hope that you can get some rest. But I always love the tulips and the green hearts that you always put in your emojis there and your messages. It's always cheerful. Thanks. Awesome. Well, yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you again so much for all of your help, all of your support, everything. It's amazing. It's all good energy. Thank you so much, Aspas. That's awesome. Well, again, thanks so much for everyone for supporting this channel. Please do consider giving this video a like. It really helps again with the algorithm. If you would like to support this channel in other ways, I do have a Patreon. Definitely work in progress. I'll be uploading the June readings over there, hopefully in the next couple of days. And also, obviously, private readings are available. If you're interested, please send me an email. All of the links are in the description box below. I also do have a Ko-fi account, so if you want to buy me a coffee or a cup of tea or my dog Bria biscuit, that is also there if you feel so inclined. So thank you again for everything. I hope that you all had an amazing, amazing evening. I most certainly did as well. It was a lot of fun. As always, met some new friends in here, and it was just so great. So have a great night. I always hate ending the lives because everyone always is having a wonderful time in the chat, but we'll call it a night, and I will be posting or scheduling the lives for next week again imminently, likely tonight, if not tomorrow. And that's for next week, June. How are we in June already? That's for June the 3rd and June the 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Love you so much. Have an amazing evening. Have a great weekend. I love you so much, and thanks for all of your help. Bye. You made my